where you can win up to $250,000 of Terry Bradshaw's money. One of the Super 6 matchups this week, which we're going to get into now, Eagles-Cowboys. When previewing Sunday's Cowboys-Eagles face-off, Hall of Famer Michael Irvin said on the radio he'd take Dak Prescott over Carson Wentz because of the leadership Dak has shown on and off the field. Irvin said he's heard players respond well in the locker room to Dak, but not necessarily the case with Wentz in Philly. Shannon, do you agree with that?
Well, let the record clearly show Michael Irvin would take any quarterback from the Dallas Cowboys over any Eagles quarterback. We know Michael loves his Cowboys, and rightfully so. I love my Broncos, and I root for the Ravens. So let's just go ahead and get that out there.
Right, that's fair.
But, Skip, it does seem to be, because we haven't seen any reports come out of Dallas that Dak is a poor leader. Where we have seen reports coming out of Philadelphia saying Wentz is a poor leader, and he's even addressed it personally, said, I need to do a better job. I think what led this, Skip, is that Nick Foles did take a team to the Super Bowl. And the difference is that Carson Wentz was the #2 pick in the draft. They moved heaven and earth to get him.
They did.
And remember, I said the thing about what made Tom Brady such a great leader is that Tom Brady did not come in with fanfare. He was a 6th-round draft pick. So he had to start out hanging out with the guys that were also 6th round, 7th round free agent draft picks. Dak Prescott was not highly touted. Dak Prescott was a 4th-round draft pick. Dak Prescott had to blend in. So he knows what it's like to be one of the lesser-tier guys, looked at as a lesser-tier guy. So he was able to gravitate. Walked in there and said, I'm the guy. They moved heaven and earth to get me, so y'all need to recognize what I am. Now, here it is, Skip, I'm hurt. Everybody, when you hurt, let me tell you, I don't care who you are. When you hurt, you a forgotten thought because you can't help us win no games. Nick Foles, our guy. Nick Foles, let's go, Foles. Do that thing, Foles. We're going to build a shrine for you, too, over here to show you how much we love what you're doing.
Didn't he back it up?
Yes. And so Carson Wentz is seeing that. He walking by a locker, and they got shrines up to the back, my backup. How that's going to make him feel? But still, however that might make you feel, you can't behave in the manner in which he was behaving in because some of his teammates say he was walking around like he didn't stink.
That is true.
Even that being said, I would take him, but he has work to do because if guys don't like you, they're less likely to play hard for you.
True. What did Orlando Scandrick tell us? He played for the Cowboys and the Eagles recently. He said Dak Prescott is a natural-born leader. I just don't think Carson Wentz is. I listened to him mic'd up at Washington, the game they just won.
Yeah.
And his interaction with the teammates, it was forced. It was like he's trying harder. I don't think you can try to be a leader.
No.
You either are or you're not. Shannon Sharp, I think you're a natural-born leader.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz has to do it with his performance more than his verbal actions.
Right.
You know, like he is clearly not the leader Dak is.
Right.
Does he have more ability than Dak? Yeah, he does. He's got a bigger arm. He's a little bigger. He's
probably a little more mobile.
A little bit more mobile. A little bit more mobile. But again, the intangibles all go to the Dallas quarterback.
And intangibles are big, when it comes. See, Skip, the quarterback position, just by the position, just by the salary, people tend to say, okay, that guy, and he needs to, that's why they say that guy needs to be CEO-like. Yep. Because guys are going to gravitate towards him for the position and the amount of money that he makes. So when he's bad at the leadership, more times than not, guess what your team's going to be? Bad.
Gotta leave it here, guys. Okay, a reminder, earlier in the show, Shannon did pick Philly to win 24-20. Skip, of course, won. Let's head over to Colin Cowherd. Colin, what you got for us today?
I'm going to be so unbearable on Monday if Carson Wentz beats the Dallas Cowboys. He's throwing to lawn chairs and deck furniture. Nobody's healthy. But Philadelphia, people in Vegas like the Eagles. We'll talk about that and LeBron and the Lakers last night coming up.
Sounds great. Thanks, Colin. Time for our final topic of the day. Ezekiel Elliott has only 6 games of over 100 yards rushing this season. One of those games, Cowboys Week 7, win against the Eagles. Zeke has never lost to the Eagles in his NFL career. Can he keep it going? Shannon, what do you think Zeke's stat line is this time around?
I'm going to say Zeke has 30 touches, 145 total yards in the nail. You know, right, Skip, last couple of days, health inspection had me shut down, so the restaurant hadn't been open.
Really?
Yeah, but I got everything.
So you don't have a clean kitchen?
Yeah, no, it wasn't clean. It been dirty lately.
Yeah.
But I got everything back up to specs. They were out last night.
Yeah.
And so everything's back up to specs, and so I'm expecting to open up this shop and have them Philly cheese ales for the Cowboys.
Really? For the Cowboys? So of those touches, how many will be handoffs?
25.
25?
25.
And how many total carries do you have?
He's going to have 25 total. He's going to have 25 carries and 5 catches.
5 catches?
Yeah.
I completely disagree with your premise. I believe it will be flipped. I believe Dak will have little to no velocity or air distance with his bum throwing shoulder.
Yeah.
I think he will be turned back into Dink and Dak. So I believe they'll give it to him 20 times and he'll get 80 yards.
Okay.
They will throw it to him 8 times.
Okay.
And he will get 80 more yards on 8 catches.
Right.
He will be their primary receiver out of the backfield.
So we pretty close. You got
I
28 total touches for 160 yards. I got 30 total touches for 155.
But I got him catching a